Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Lewis here. Today we're going to talk about the 5 truths of being an entrepreneur. So let's get started. All right, so number one, let's start with the very first one. And I hear this a lot with people like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur because I want to work on my own hours. So let's start with truth number one. Let's jump into it. So the first truth that we're going to talk about is as an entrepreneur, you get to work your own hours. And I know some of you are saying, oh, yeah, I get it. And a lot of people want to be their own boss, become an entrepreneur because they want that freedom and that lifestyle to work their own hours. But what I tell people, and they want to escape their 9 to 5. But usually what I tell people, I'm like, that's great when they tell me, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur because I don't want to work 9 to 5. Well, I tell them, well, when you leave that 9 to 5, you go from working 9 to 5 to working 24/7 because your business depends on you. So, that's the first truth is, you're not working 9 to 5, but your time goes from 9 to 5 to 24/7. So you're working all the time. So you got to find a good balance to make sure that you're balancing your time and that you don't go too hard and that you don't burn out. It's definitely scary. I know for me, when I first started out, I worked as much as I could. I was working 8-hour weeks, and I realized man, this isn't gonna work. I gotta have some balance. So that's truth number one. Okay, so number two is you can't do it all by yourself. And I bring that up for a point because I know a lot of people, and I still deal with clients that I have, you start out and you're low on funds and you don't really have a budget to hire people. So you're doing everything yourself. So you get in the habit of doing everything and handling everything. But my truth is you can't do it by yourself. So I understand when you get started, you have to do a lot. I still do a lot of my business, but as soon as you can, make sure that you're doing a time study, that you're tracking your time, find out the tasks that you're doing that you can maybe outsource out to a VA. You maybe can look on Fiverr. You maybe can look on Upwork. I just hired a design company today, Design Pickle, which is awesome. I don't have to go pay a full-time design person, and I don't have to find one every time I need someone. So Design Pickle has a monthly retainer that you pay, and you can do unlimited designs, which is perfect for me because that's time that I can get back during my day from having to design stuff for my business. And to be honest, it's not my strength. So making sure that you keep in mind when you're first starting, I know when you're first starting, funds are tight, but you keep in mind that you are starting to build a team and that you keep that in the back of your mind and you're building your company. So start documenting everything that you do. So when you do bring someone over, you have those systems and you have those processes documented in place. Number 3, your income is dependent on you, 100% on you. So you control how much money you want to make. You can, and people always ask me all the time, I'm afraid of how to bring in money. I just don't know for sure. And those are all valid points because you no longer have an employer where you go get a paycheck every week. So you're your own boss, you're your own entrepreneur. So you have to go out and you have to bring in the clients, whether it's a monthly retainer that you pin them on or you're doing it by project. And like I said, you can, when you're starting out, if you're in professional services like I am, income can vary. Even if you're selling digital products and stuff, income can still vary. So what I always suggest doing is when you're starting out is try to, focus on the main area where you can bring in income. So focus on income producing activities to start out. Don't try to spread yourself thin, doing multiple things where you're not making any money, but make sure you're making money to cover the bills. I'm not saying go out and kill yourself, but it's probably going to require some hard work up front to make sure that you steadily have clients coming in, making sure that you continue to network, make sure that you're building a list of clients that's steady coming in so you can market to, email to, and communicate to when your workload is at full capacity and you need to make sure that you bring in income to pay the bills. Number 4, find a mentor. I definitely recommend this. It took me about 8 months into my journey. And this is something I know, again, it's an expense that you don't want to pay. But I can tell you, since I've hired a mentor and I joined a coaching program, not only do I get the mentor, but I also get a group of colleagues and entrepreneurs that are on the same path a little bit lower, maybe some higher, but we're all on the same journey together. In order to grow our businesses, we're trying to bring in steady leads, trying to get a more predictable cash flow. So I would recommend starting out with a mentor. And my advice is, pick one mentor and, do what they say. Like, I'm not saying everyone's going to be a good fit, but what I'm trying to say is it's fine to have different, in some cases, there may be different needs to have different mentors in different areas of your life. But I'm saying for like business and entrepreneurship, find one entrepreneur mentor that you're going to follow. Don't have multiple ones, because it's so easy to get caught up into, buying multiple courses and following multiple people. And you're doing all this learning and you're doing all this training and listening to all these ideas, but you don't have time to implement. So find one mentor, do your background on them, make sure you check references, follow up with people that have been in the program. I'm telling you, if in this community, entrepreneur community, people are more than happy to give feedback and share their experiences. That's one thing I've learned. Like, it's great to have that community because people give, but make sure you find a mentor. Try to find someone that you're a good fit with that has, similar qualities as you, but they're at a point in their career or in their business where you strive, or you're trying to achieve, or you're trying to get there. So definitely definitely a big takeaway is finding a mentor. Number 5, have a clear vision on where you're going. And I touched on this on the last one, is don't try to launch 4 or 5 different businesses at a time. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard to not catch the shiny object syndrome. I'm telling you, because you're gonna get marketed to, you're gonna be talking to people, and they're gonna be like, oh, I did this business, I did this, and you're gonna be like, oh, let me try that, and then you can go over here, oh, let me try this. Next thing you know, you're gonna have 5 or 6 businesses, and none of them are successful. So find one, get it up to a certain point, set goals to where you want to be. And then once you get that business going and you get the systems in place and you get it running, maybe get some team members in place to help you manage it, then you go and add on pieces to your business. But don't try to do everything at once. Now, there is some components of your business that you can add on. Like for mine, like I primarily do professional services, but I recommend, a certain queue of systems and, technology that I use that do offer affiliate income. So that's another way where you can still stay in the same business, but you can offer products and stuff, or recommend the stuff that you use to your clients if you're picking them up, to bring in some additional income, as well as, any courses that you take or any services that you use that offer a referral that you're happy with. You can definitely recommend them. Again, that will get you some additional income without taking away from your focus and your main business of having to fulfill another company or another idea when you're not ready. You can recommend products or courses as something that you already taken. Someone else fulfills it, you get a commission from it, and it's still another path to where you're bringing in income. Well, I just wanted to jump on today and just give you guys, 5 truths of being an entrepreneur. I've been at this for almost a year now, and again, I want to document real life situations and stuff that I've been through on my journey. So I want to share and give back as much information as possible. If it's your first time watching, make sure you subscribe, click the little bell to make sure you get notified. And if you think this video will be helpful for anyone in your network or anyone that's thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, please make sure you share this video with you. Until next time, this is Lewis, checking out.